Men are generally physically stronger than women, but using that strength to be violent and to harm a woman is wrong. When a man treats a woman unequally to himself in all aspects and over a period of time, it fuels the need for power and control within him. This need to constantly have power and control over women makes men aggressive and violent. When a woman is threatened and intimidated, when she is told things that make her doubt her own judgments, when words and actions cause damage to her mental and emotional well-being. During a heated argument, when insults are hurled and obscene language is used towards her. When it goes a step further and actual physical force is used to attack a woman. In situations where women are often denied the freedom to take decisions. Along with this, they are also controlled and told what they can and can't do, where they can and can't go, and who they can and can't talk to. When their freedom to earn money and to spend it the way they want to is taken away, they lose control, which results in the loss of their sense of self. When a woman is made to do things she is not comfortable doing, when she is made to carry out sexual favors that she does not consent to, when a man forces a woman to engage in sexual activities that she has already refused to engage in. In a relationship, a man and woman may have personal and intimate conversations where they may exchange images, videos, and other personal information with each other. When this information is used later to threaten or blackmail her, it causes her to fear for her safety and the loss of her dignity and self-respect. This, over a period of time, could cause severe emotional damage and could leave her feeling anxious, depressed, and maybe even suicidal. Being a manager in an organization and being in a position of power and authority is good. But when that authority is used to intentionally hurt another person, it is wrong. In the workplace, violence can be perpetrated using intimidation, threats, harassment, bullying, and even neglect. A manager may look at this as being authoritative and trying to control the workforce, but to an employee, this could be interpreted as harassment. With the growing culture of video games and online gaming, it can be seen that violence in video games plays an important role in shaping people's behaviors and thoughts. Video games are played for fun and for entertainment, but what most people don't realize is that they start to see violence as normal, like it is in the games. Violent video games make people more aggressive without them even realizing it. Violence in video games impacts a person's personality. A combination of 3 personality traits that make a person act and think aggressively after indulging in such violent content. Such a person is prone to being moody and experience feelings such as anxiety, fear, anger, frustration, jealousy, guilt, and depression. Such a person is always ill-tempered and is often seen as cold, bitter, and offensive towards others. Such a person tends to act without thinking. They do not obey rules or follow protocol. They do what they think is right, even if it is not. There are action movies which showcase violence, and it is through these movies that the entertainment industry has normalized violence. It's these video games and action movies that make one think it is okay to be violent and aggressive. However, it is important that a distinction be made between the virtual and the real world. The internet allows the free use of various pornographic websites. Female actors are shown enjoying it. But what people fail to realize is that pornography is violence against women. These videos contain both physical as well as verbal aggression towards women. Pornography has an impact on the human brain. People tend to respond to the emotions of the actors they see on screen and get aroused by what they watch. So, on screen, when a woman is getting beaten up or being called names as part of the act, the brain tends to associate such violent behavior with sexual arousal. Someone who watches this kind of pornography on a regular basis starts to see it as normal. In addition to this, the females on screen are seen enjoying this behavior. So it sends out the message that this is how women in general are supposed to react to such acts. Men may try to enact what they see in pornographic videos with their partner as a means to spice things up in the relationship. The violence that they consider as normal and arousing could be uncomfortable and even dangerous for their partners who do not agree to engage in such acts. This eventually leads to men committing crimes like sexual assault and rape. It is not necessary that all consumers of pornography go on to commit rape and sexual assault. But that doesn't change the fact that the dehumanizing violence of pornography is influencing millions of men every day. Perpetrators of sexual violence tend to be aggressive in their assaults in an attempt to compensate their underlying feelings of inadequacy. There is a constant need to have power and control over the victim. Sex is often used as a weapon to achieve that control. Sex offenders are easily triggered by their victims. either by the clothes she wears, the things she does, or the places she goes to. He will use any amount of physical force and obscene language to assert his power over her. Most perpetrators get off by the physical pain and the emotional instability that they cause to their victims. They derive pleasure from the fear and the feeling of helplessness that they are able to instill in their victims.